so ena abefo ntintan fidie no so Facebook no Sikka 89.5 FM live sanso so ena YouTube no Sikka 89.5 official kasi ba yede bra mo no ensem a edi mu ntintiman na ebu adencheche no ebi enie Ghana mampanyi eko sra Ghana Broadcasting ama wadi atuja se wadi ka enti Ghana mampanyi emebwa on
eranu maku ha enidu wote na oye MPP for ede wona titai ama Dr. Mamudu Bawumia ewo abatwa eda wo mu
Sanso so enadom kuma ewamra shebeja fie ede abetuja se efi se Ghana mampanyi efo abenwan Ghana fo ehu pa enadane de nyina wontimi enda
no anyane te yese dumja fo duma fo bi ede won sako keka nsentwe ni bi omampani akasa etia sa ade na koso
ensembi sei ene afoforo ne ka ho ama yede eba so mu se anwumre no nsia kasebo afi yanko ne nyina track 1 no so na yemfa kasebo no emu enchiremu emremu adofo awte ya kaide kasebo ebremu diam jeso nana ya oberima minimnya
amma sewa ampafo
afi yenya track 1 no so ne enchire kasebo ni mu
Sikka FM track 1 yen ye kro no 89.5 Sikka FM Sikka FM track 1 yen ye kro no 89.5 Sikka FM
Yes, kasebo na se ne ya shase e Free Ghana Broadcasting Corporation asia Ghana mampanyi John Dramani Mahama eko sra wo mu na no ena oni won edidi nkomo twetwe nkomo bebre efa esene omusi edi omu ejuma ne ho eno ena ewura no panyi pa oda ekoya no ede betu dwase eya GBC ho de kyerese ekapa o eka twitwiridie pa ena kyerese adon wo mu kyerese electricity be a eka esum wo mu so pa enya go mprempre ya ide omu de ka be 30.6 million Ghana cedis achese enye wo nko o chese emra frikonte be penso mra na wo deka ema wo use electricity ni nyina be use bi abadwuma eko bebre ebe use bi ma ni nyina ababeda wo so ti Ghana mampanyi enhwe na eka abeda wo so efa electricity ho no omu bebua na omotimi etua Professor Alhassan ena ede ensemi etudwa kire Ghana mampanyi se osra na radaroma wedie omra mu no omaye omumwa na eka no emene wo mu achese emprempre omatua bi de na so de aka no edos ntinkabeyanka Ghana mampanyi emwa na onya nhihye na konti metua eka no bi emfa emam yanko ne enkoti Professor mra na o kire asemi mu a kire Ghana mampanyi.
There were no difference between government agencies. The military, the police, national security all positioned their equipment on GBC locations and were drawing power from the same source as GBs. So when it came to a time to install meters, these meters were installed in the name of GBC and they started accumulating debt with GBC. So when we brought it to their attention, these state agencies simply disconnected and found alternative source, but they had accumulated a few years of debt for GBC to pay. We've currently been paying it this year. We've paid 5 million of it. Currently, we have outstanding of 13.6 million cedis. We are simply requesting and appealing that the government takes care of the legacy debt, because we are currently dealing with our current bill. We make sure that we take care of our bill, but the legacy debt is drawing us back. Now, our prayer is that if that is taken care of, it will allow GBC. We currently have solar systems at Ajankote transmission site. At Takoradi, we have also installed solar, and we are currently spending 50% on solar, 50% on national grid. And if the responsibility of the legacy debt is taken over us, we sincerely believe that we can speed up the process of using IGF to do solar, to reduce our dependence on this.
Professor Alhassan Anusia ena Ghana mampanyi echiremu a ono nso wate omo ede ato omo nim se ekana nya omo nko a ena aburagu na emo nyuma ko ni bi eboa mo omo buruka na ono so behwe na na fam de woso ye ma ekana omo timi ekun efiri ho no obeye yentie Ghana mampanyi.
Your minister brought the issue on the legacy debts to us. And so what I've asked him to do is just to make sure that you keep up with the current bill. We're going to ring fence the legacy debt, and then we're bringing it to the attention of the Chief of Staff to find the funding to be able to defray the legacy debt so that it does not continue to be a charge on you. I'm happy you've started introducing solar. It will help to bring down your power factor and make you pay less so that you can use the extra money to do other things that are important to keep your organization afloat.
And yeah, it's Ghana man penny John Dramani Mahama no chiri so no so obey na famu de bia na eka no omo akon efri ho.
Ye to akase so ye ko amanyosem mu. Ye nyina nim sem say Busumi awie ye MPP amanyoko no ebeto aba na wayi obi a obedi won wanim apre franka no na apre omampani adwa no. Na eranum enu na oto won ho asi won a wo pre akonyan. Na enipa bia won eye mrahebedwa fo dada mako wo ha eni du wotwe aba bonten enedai ede won teacher abetai Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia echi say enam nidwuma pa na hofama eni akani honhoma wo enti no say wode wonte tai etai na tia ebebua ama watimi aba abedi dwumaso na afa watimi agi akonya no ede ama MPP amanyoko no 2028 enunti no wosra etu ahene asi ahene fo say one tai na chi na abato a wo betu yi no wonyi no na omegina ema MPP onyina MPP amanyoko no se na be ya 2028 no obakọ pre amampani adwa no na wadi enkunim ede ama MPP amanyoko no nipa a ode sa asemi etudwa ayem na hyebedwani dada e wo second D onimonyamfo Andrew Ejapa Mesa yenkotie no.
We have indeed followed the campaign of all these fine gentlemen of our party, some of whom have chalked immense successes in business, governance and in the policy space. However, when all the key parameters required for leading our great party into 2028 are taken together, we are unconvinced at this time that any of them match up to the pedigree, experience, competence, vision, bold ideas, intellect, integrity, humility, and compassion that Dr. Bawumia embodies today. He simply is the most prepared, most formidable, and winnable candidate for the 2028 general election. We are even more fortified in our belief because of Dr. Bawumia's vision for Ghana's future, which he has outlined over the years to include a digital Ghana, where leveraging technology to drive economic growth, improve governance, and enhance citizen services are a must in this 21st century world. His economic transformation, promoting industrialization, entrepreneurship, job creation, private sector-led growth, and poverty reduction, and value-added processing. In addition to his broad transformative vision for Ghana.
Oswafo dada ema second D ono na de tu dwa say ena mahofama etu wache honhoma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia e wonti na say yeto aba no ema no na obedi MPP amanyoko no anim oye ya so wa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so esre etu ahene na asi ahene fo say wasre won ma won hye ba bia wodu bosumi awie ya want to abano enfama no na niso ade hunu a e wona niso opese obedi mampani a wo yade boa MPP amanyoko no ene oman no ontimi eni sa adwuma no na mfa mpuntuo ene nkoso emre oman yentie omampani abedi ache dada Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Indeed, our personal ambitions have no bearing whatsoever to our collective resolve to support His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in the upcoming presidential primaries. Please be assured that none of us has been induced, compelled, or cajoled, nor railroaded into taking this position that we are making public today. Any suggestion of inducement, as is often bandied about when declarations of this nature are made, should be roundly dismissed. It is not in doubt that Dr. Bawumia has been the most consequential vice president so far in the Fourth Republic. That, regardless of his limited constitutionally defined role of assisting the president in the execution of his mandate to the people of Ghana. Dr. Bawumia, with the concurrence of his and our boss, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, personally championed the implementation of several notable policy initiatives and achievements.
Yo, ora ejapase. Ena dwuma so omampani dada ene na bedi akire ebedi ye no eboa omanti no ese etu ahene asi ahemfro woto aba no edema Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Yanso akase abane so ne afia ni nkyiremu ewo mrahye bedwafie dom kuma ewo mrahye bedwafie ena ede abetu dwase Frida Ghana mampanyi John Dramani Mahama ebeso abanwani mu eka brofo kasa se wono ena sese de oba bebu man no be mampanyi ne de kire sa asumdwe de Ghana fo yenya bi kura se hu abo Ghana fo ma kire se omoda kura omuntumi ena ose eye krono fitai ene awudie kese atese ewo Ghana memu akese ade be se nyina obekona yadi awu ewa ha ade be se nyina obekọ baabi na ye kum obi na ye burubi na chese ye wie bi wose asumdwe de chese Ghana fo ye enjoy bi kura brofo kasa mu o chese ye da ye nawo ene oyonko da na ni tete ho chese wosuro ehu abọ no se de ohun de onye no ho kura chese woda wona osre Ghana mampanyi se wo mu se wabetena se afinie de ne so security won sensem de chese enkoye ntibaya anka Ghana mampanyi enhwe na onye nhyehyɛ no mfa nema enwu na kwam se ne be yatemamufuo no omobeda na asumdwe so aba Ghana mem no nya ise ode asrafo ne aposifo enwu na temamufuo ni bia chese ensem fata ne mfam na kwam ma part ena de sa ensemi etu jawabro no ena ekasama dom kuma ewo mrahye bedwafie no nyamfo Patricia apiaje adodo na abọ na ne se ma part no ena de sa ensemi tu jase Ghana mampanyi onye ne obetimi aye bia na Ghana fo eda omunana omu asum enso enye omuna sese de ehupa ena atiatese ewo men yanko ne nkotie no nyamfo Patricia apiaje.
Communal and chieftaincy clashes have erupted from Boko to Sampa and Abodo, leaving schools dead and thousands displaced in the Savannah and Upper East area alone, related to land and traditional authority, have killed at least 31 people and uprooted about 48,000 citizens. A government that presides over such pervasive fear without a credible national strategy for prevention, early warning and rapid response has failed a basic duty of protection. Fellow Ghanaians, kidnapping has risen sharply. Young women and men disappear. Children vanish on their way to school. And the story of an 80-year-old Senegalese goalkeeper, Sheikh Touare, is one of the most heartbreaking examples of how far this has gone. The death tells every investor, tourist, and parent that Ghana's safety reputation cannot be taken for granted.
Mame Patricia apiaje enene akoti ya wachire musa wudie na doso ena no sinigani bia oba abede go so obebo bolu onkonko hwe achese yakunu yamanfo age ne kra afri nim sanso na ade be cha ade be sanyina oba eko school kra na oyam hyehwinti be yanka Ghana mampanyi omfa ne mapa enwuna kwam na asumdwe emra omani
ya to akase do eso no mamunya ne tie se Dunja adwuma ekuo no ebi ede wonsa akokeka nsentweni bi a ofri Class Media Group ebra na dunjafo no edi won dwuma odunja ewo baabi na nsentweni so no ono so o kire ne nsem ena wokoto hye no so ekoboro no pram na omampani akasa atiasa asemi ena no yenya ne tiese asuafo bi ekobu o kirekire bi ewo sukuu bi mu a omunsem nyina ne se ochecheni no amma won kwan amomo anua awosohwe no omampani ebrana nat for Ghana National Association of Teachers for edi wonjuma omampani ko kasai e wase ama omampani ka se ese se omami process ahene eye hwehwemu na sa asuafo na odi sa nyamra nsem no yedi won ekogina embra no anim eno a kire se omampani enso so sa ensem no eso enti dunjaju wanfo a odi sa adwuma eti ansem training no oman prosi for aye hwehwemu ama yayi won apie e de omakogina emra no ano esan say omampani mayete asese adwuma bia obi aye bia no ehu ehia esan say mu dumja abodwapade ho eban a sansen training no so no ono so ye na adwuma ye se na be yatimamufo ebete no obehunu nia ekoso enti eni kwan bia say utimi eja wudwumadie no obi dia wodie no okoburo no anasa wodo nsa kokeka no enu nti no omampani akasa etia sa nyamransam a dumjafo adwuma yekoi ebi edi ye editia yen yenko enkotie omampani ensem a wode tu dwa no ebi.
There's no way we'll countenance, the continued assault on journalists. We've been in touch with the Ghana Journalists Association on these issues. We've put them in touch with the security services. We need a reorientation of many of our security personnel to understand that just as they are doing their job of providing peace and safety, journalists are also doing their job of informing the people as to what is happening. So they are not antagonistic to each other. Indeed, they are both serving the same public.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we're working on it. But occasionally these things will come up. But when they come, they must be dealt with, as firmly as possible. The Minister of Government Communication has taken it up. I think the officers have been identified, they've been interdicted, and an investigation is ongoing. But we won't countenance assault on journalists here.
Great.
Yo mampani mayati asese adwuma obi aye wo memu ehu hia enti wo ye adwuma abo adwapade ene anade asundue abo memu a sanso na sentreni no nso no ono nso ematimamufo ehunu onso bodawuro ama timamufo ehunu ne ekoso no enti eni yenya atamfo na motimi agya modwuma na makwakobo mo yonko enti sande ne de entwaye enti enhwehwemu ekoso
na chese dumja adwuma eko no edumja na ono so ne report no na chese omusibam
no
nti no na Ghana mampanyi dia betu dwa se wonya wo mo
wo hu san ko fa aban san ko to mu ye nhwehwemu na wo ye wadwuma obi so ye ne de nti de be na wo sa wutimi kokobo no waye dai oye kromfo
Wasungusu autie enyumre no nsia kasebo ewo Sikka 89.5 FM kasefidie so yatwa kasebo ne so na yade ani akiremu ewo National Security and Arms Control Authority o ekoi omo na ehwese akode ti se tuo bomb ammunitions akase wo mamu nyina omo ebe control no ekoi twetwefo panyini eye onimonyamfo Adams Bona ode abetu jase say de Ghana ban eye de obetimi aye bia no mo so ebomodin de nhihye egu na kwamu se etuo ne akode ahodo achese ewotemamufo na emfamra kwan so no omo ensa ebeka ni nyina ene waya yebowura ufia na chese yebo wo secha ne sa ye hwe dem ne ahwe ujare ne ahwe oba bia se akode no ebi eniwa etuo anase bi abom ketua bi ebi ajan bi ebi aniama chese uti didi awuo ni nyina omo ensa ebeka ni nyina afritimamufo nse ne ebeya Ghana memu ha asumdwe ebebe isanse wo kirema se etuo no edoso ewo amanfo ho abra enna momra kwan so eno eka ho bi ena ede awudie yi eba wonmanyamfo Adams Bona edin nsem yi atudwa wa abra na odi enkomo ewo eye Ghana Stakeholders Engagement and Arms Control edi sajuma no eno odi tudwa se se de akonde pa se ne sia dos ni to ya so hye na se ebi ewo wo ho a entempa na ode abawa bra se wa na nte pam ede ba omo emfa wo nyina emra no mbehwe se pepepe ye ebesi so yenko ne enkotie onmonyamfo Dr. Adams Bona.
Even though we stretched our limbs, is to ensure that Ghana remains an oasis of peace. We cannot go down the way other countries have gone. And as the Chief Director of the RCC did say, it's unimaginable to find people go into a mosque and begin to shoot. So the amnesty as declared is to allow those who have illicit weapons to surrender them to the nearest police station, or you get there and say, I have a weapon, how can I register the weapon? If you don't do that before the 15th of January, you will be arrested with the weapon and punished. And you can see the police officers here. They know all the criminals in this country. If you thought they didn't, they do.
Dr. Adams Bona and Edia Tuja say, oh yeah, say, who to be ofie na say unim say, enamra kwan so anasa unregister abusumia yomia neda etosu edunum wan kasa simu pam emasa da no kura nuru na ko aposifo aso ye kaka kire say jey mi wotu me register na say dia me ba register o say wanya sa na say omo ankasa esimu pam eba ufie be chew wabra etuo yi ne akode yi bi ewo ho a emra enewo ebedi o say asemi ya tudwa ewo ho
ya to akase no so ya do mo ko Kibi Magistrate Court ho na nipa enum bia waye won ho se wo ye 9 months for ya kan 9 months for a won na aban apa won a enam galam say ase yensuo ni yensuwa no ntino wo bo yensase ene yensuo ni yensuwa ho eban ewo oman mu enipa num bi aye won ho se adwumayefo no ka ho bi ewa bra so a won ka ho bi na won so hye suma se na won so wodi dwuma a dwuma no wodi no etia emra enu ntino aposifo aso wo mu ama wode won akogina Kibi Magistrate Court ama enei yama won bail sa asem no esi ewo portro ase ewo Kibi sa wo epoye mantamu enti enei yama court no ama won bail na won bail na ode ma won no wo se won fa nipa mienu nipa mienu no baako eye abanjuma yeni emegina ho emesan ansa na bail no ye de ama won onipa okasa eye nkrofo yi won lawyer a ye friend say Samuel ni noi Adamu ono na ekasa ye de ma sa nkrofo yi yenko tie nene.
About 5 people were arrested somewhere in Putrasi for allegedly posing as officials from the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operative Secretariat and extorting or collecting money from some miners. Now, today, all 5 of them were arraigned before the District Court, Kibi, where they have been admitted to bail after pleading not guilty to all the 4 counts preferred against them. Each accused person is to produce 2 sureties. One should be a salary worker earning between 3,000 and 4,000 Ghana cedis, and the sureties are to deposit their national identification cards with the registry of the court.
Lawyer Samuel ni noi aduma na ekasa ye na che say sa enkrofo omaye ohun say National Anti-Illegal Mining Operation Secretariat no omunam sumase na omu digisika enunti na ma prosifo ekoso won panchi a enne yede won ko gina Kibi Magistrate Court.
Na nensam no so na ye gina ne de anwumre no nsia kase ebo no asie asida kase pa ebeko